Hello my friends, hello my besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis and today we're doing a massive book haul on the floor. My last book haul I did on the floor and I had so much fun with it, so we're doing that again today. A new spot though, as you can see I have my Mega Palm here and I also have my newest Build-A-Bear Mocha as my little friend for the video. I'm feeling a little under the weather, a little bit tired, but I really have been so excited to share all these new books with you. In my household, the way new books work is I add them to this massive pile on my TV stand, and once they get tall enough to touch the TV, that means I need to take the time to go through them and put them on my bookshelf. But before I do that today, I'm gonna sit down and tell you about all the new books I've gotten. We have a big old coffee, a candle's burning, the vibes are vibing, so get a snack and let's talk about all these books. These are in no particular order, I'm just grabbing them off of the stacks that are next to me. So the very first book for this book haul is Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. This is Ali Hazelwood's newest release. It just came out I think a few weeks ago and it has these beautiful blue sprayed edges that I am obsessed with. I have not yet read this, but it is my book club's book of the month pick, so I wanted to pick up a copy so I could dive into it. I know very little about it, just that it is a college age romance between I think a diver and a professional swimmer. I've heard some mixed things so far. I've heard some people saying that it wasn't as like kinky as it said it was going to be, but since I'm going into it with like no expectations, no clue. But I am looking forward to reading this in the next couple weeks before my book club meeting. Another sportsy romance I got was The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. Thank you so much, Dell, for sending this to me. If you don't know, The Fake Out is the second book in a series of interconnected hockey standalones by Stephanie Archer, and it's a series I adore. The first book, Behind the Net, I gave 5 stars. This book, The Fake Out, I gave 5 stars, and I also gave the third book 5 stars. I would have given it 6 if I could. That one was my favorite of the series. These books are currently getting republished in the traditional print, and this is the republished version, and I am so excited to have this on my shelf and to have another copy of this book. I am obsessed with this universe. It is my go-to hockey romance recommendation. Every single book hits. This one in particular is a fake dating romance where the main female character is getting revenge on her ex by fake dating her ex's like sports rival. It's giving the Sabrina Carpenter song where she's like, I'm gonna get in bed with your favorite athlete. I can't think of the lyric right now, which is embarrassing. But if you know, you know. It's also a bit of an enemies to lovers situation. It's slow burn and it's so good. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Loved it to pieces. Highly recommend. Another book I picked up that I highly recommend would be First Time Color by B.K. Borison. My pre-order for this accidentally got canceled, so after it came out I ran to the bookstore to pick up a copy because I knew I wanted to have this on my shelf. This is B.K. Borison's newest book. It also very recently came out and I ate this up. It is a strangers to lovers storyline about our main two characters, Lucy and Aiden. Aiden is a radio host and he works on a romance hotline, and one night Lucy calls into the station and they get chatting for hours on end. When the clip of them talking goes mega viral, they invite Lucy on to the podcast and the two of them have this whole talking, working coworker situation where it's like kind of forced proximity because they're in this radio booth together talking about love all the time. And it's also opposite attract because she is like pure sunshine, hopeless romantic, and he is very jaded, doesn't believe in love. It's very freaking cute. It's adorable. I flew through this book when I first read it. I loved it, and it is the first in a new series of interconnected standalones. So I'm really excited to see what else B.K. Borison ends up writing in this universe. I also at some point really want to get the Walmart exclusive edition of this, which is the Lavender Haze edition, which is like purple and beautiful and lovely, but for right now I'm just happy to have a copy of this on my shelf. Keeping on the theme of romances, I have Backhanded Compliments by Katie Chandler. This is a sapphic tennis romance, which I thought sounded really good. This was sent to me by Atria, so thank you so much, Atria. The back of it says, a steamy sapphic romance with a fantastical twist about two bitter tennis rivals who realize they are reluctant soulmates. It specifically says it's for fans of expiration dates, and here we go again. So I'm interested in what like the paranormal-y magic twist will be that makes them realize that they're soulmates while also having the whole enemies to lovers and sports romance thing going on. This sounds very fun and very unique, and I'm looking forward to reading it. So thank you, Atria. While I haven't read many graphic novels in my time doing book content, I have always been really wanting to, and that's why I'm super excited for the Kiss Bet. This looks adorable, and please don't count the amount of times I'm saying cute and adorable in this video because these all look so cute and adorable. Okay, I'm sorry. This is set at a high school and it's about a main character who has dared to smooch a stranger. This is from Webtoon Unscrolled, so it's a collection of comics 1 through 18 of the webtoon The Kiss Bet, where she is dared to kiss someone and the story plays out from there. So I think it's just gonna be like a fun, cute little romance. I look forward to reading it. The art from when I've like flipped through it is beautiful, and I like just a glimpse. Like I love the main character's look. She's adorable and I'm very excited to read this. I always like to save graphic novels for when I need something a little lighter or quicker, and I'm really looking forward to read this after my next book hangover. These two books, I cannot remember if I was asked if I wanted them or if I forgot, but it is Little Thieves and Painted Devils, and they're both by Margaret Owen. They go together. I think this is book 1 and then this is book 2. These are huge. When they showed up at my door, I was baffled at how huge and floppy they both are. Here's what the first book looks like. It is a Goose Girl retelling, which is not a story I'm actually familiar with, like, at all. So when I read the description, I was very confused. The main character seems very wicked and interesting. She ends up stealing someone else's identity. Don't know. I don't feel like I can explain this very cohesively, especially since I don't understand what Goose Girl is. I've never heard of it. But they do look interesting. They look fun. And I have heard good things about Margaret Owens in general, despite the fact that I have not read any of her books. So I'm excited to read these next time I want a fantasy. But they are, oh my gosh, they're so big. I'm intimidated by both of them. This one is 500, and I would bet this one's probably pretty similar because they're both massive. But thank you so much to the publisher. I'm very excited to read these. I'm pretty sure these are from Macmillan. So the next book on the list is Back After This by Linda Holmes. I don't know what this is about, but a quick moment of applause for like the color and design because this book is very eye-catching. It says it's about a podcast producer who agrees to host a new series about modern dating, but will the show jeopardize her chance at finding real love? The description specifically mentions that she has to go on 20 blind dates of another person's choosing, but she's also caught up on a specific someone and is struggling to figure out what she wants romantically. Really cute, really fun, and again, I'm obsessed with this cover, so thank you so much, Valentine Books, for sending this to me. Okay. This one? Gorgeous. Summer in the City by Alex Astor. She is very famous for writing Lightlark, which I have not read, and this is her adult romance debut. This is stunning. I love the pink, obviously, but please look at these sprayed edges. They go all the way around. They are beautiful. I love them. This book is also very tall and just aggressively pink. Even the hardcover itself is pink. This map on the inside, pink. The naked hardcover has a Cupid on it and is pink. And I love the design of this. I think it looks gorgeous. This is a swoony, fast-paced rom-com set in New York City in which a screenwriter and a sexy tech CEO go from lovers to enemies back to lovers again. I know very little about this book, and I don't honestly know a lot about the author, or like, I know she's super big on social media. I don't know a lot about what she has said about this book, but I am excited to read it. I have seen there are quite a few different special editions, but I'm pretty happy with this one. I think it's genuinely a very stunning pink book, so I'm excited to read this. I think it's gonna be cute. It's also not very thick, so I don't think this would take me too much time to work through. This next one I am really excited for, and that is Lisa Jewell's next book, Don't Let Him In. I recently read a different book by Lisa Jewell. It was, I'm gonna put it on the screen because I cannot remember to save my life, and I liked it. I had mixed feelings. I give it 3 stars. There are some aspects of it I really enjoyed and some aspects I didn't, and I feel like other books by her might hit really good for me, so I'm excited to read this one. Again, it's called Don't Let Him In, and the premise of this sounds terrifying. So the back says, he's the perfect man. He says he loves you. You think he might even be made for you. Before long, he's moved into your heart and into your house. And then he leaves for days at a time. You don't know where he's gone or who he's with. And you realize if you looked back, you'd say to yourself, don't let him in. This, I don't even want to know more about it. I just want to go in with that little premise because that sounds terrifying. I'm so excited to read this. Thank you. Thank you, Atria. Atria also sent me this mystery thriller, which is Pomona. Atria also sent me this mystery, which is and this one looks really good. I did get an arc of it that I haven't gotten around to, and I'm very excited to read it. Again, very thin, very quick to get through, and it sounds so good. From my memory, it has to do with her grandmother. Yes, okay, a murdered matriarch, a frozen trust fund, and a sneaky little crush. All in a day's work for the spoiled Upper East Side heiress and Bellamy Rose debut rom-com meets murder mystery. Rom-com meets murder mystery sounds incredible! I'm excited to read this. I think I'm going to put it on my TBR for one of the next upcoming months. This next book I got about a week ago, and it looks so lovely. I think it will also be one of the first translated works I've ever read, and that is The Blanket Cats. This was so kindly sent to me by Putnam, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. It sounds so warm and so cozy. The concept of the book is that different clients and customers can go to a specific store in Tokyo and borrow a cat for 3 days. They're specifically called blanket cats. And they're called blanket cats because each of them is given a distinctive blanket that they take when they travel to visit with their new like 3-day owner. And it mentions that in the blanket cats we meet 7 different customers who are each hoping that a temporary feline companion will help them escape a certain reality. And that goes into the different types of people. It just sounds lovely and cozy, and all the reviews I've heard about this book make it seem like it's just a very phenomenal and like thoughtful read that makes you think, and I'm excited to read this. I think it looks also adorable. The cover is adorable, but I feel like this could really make me think, and I'm excited to read it. This next book was signed sent to me by Simon Teen, and that is the new edition of Powerful by Lauren Roberts. If you don't know, Powerful is part of Lauren Roberts' Powerless trilogy. It is a novella. Originally when this book came out and it was like this tall. It was very short. A lot of people didn't like the fact that it was a lot shorter than the regular books. So now they just released this special edition of Powerful, which does match the height of the rest of the books and also has some really beautiful details to it. Obviously, so it's blue instead of, I think the original cover was like white and red. It has these beautiful blue sprayed edges with ivy and a needle. Has matching end papers, and the hardcover of the book has a needle in it. I really like this novella. I thought it was a great addition to this world, and I am genuinely very excited to have this beautiful new edition. This will hopefully, at least emotionally, tide me over until we get the next book. I think later this year, actually. Yeah, in 2025. So I really like this trilogy. I would highly recommend. The next book is one that I bought, and that is The Moment Promised by Amber Evergreen. I've been following this author on TikTok for some time, and she is so sweet. Every time she posts, I'm like, yes, you go. Like, I love her. Like, she is a similar age to me, and she has written 2 books by herself, and she just seems so incredible. So when I saw a copy of this pop up for a good price on Pango, I had to snatch it up because I've been wanting to read it for ages. It is a childhood enemies, no. It is a childhood friends to lovers type romance, and there is definitely some themes of domestic abuse in it. I think there also might be some fake dating elements in it just based on the TikToks and such that I've seen her post. And I'm really looking forward to it. All the reviews I've seen have been phenomenal, and it's so beautiful. I'm really excited to support her because I've been following her for ages now, and I've been really wanting to get to her books. And before we end the video, we do actually have a box to open, which is my book month box from Aardvark Book Club. So Aardvark Book Club so kindly reached out to me like a month ago and asked if they could curate a box of books for me and send it to me. And I said, yes, absolutely. And then my life fell apart for the past month. Like sickness and COVID and my finger and everything. So I have not even yet opened this box. So we're going to open it in the video. I have no idea what they sent me. I have been wanting to open this, but I figured it would be great for a book haul video. I'm going to let you have the first look now that the tape is open. What's in there? Oh my gosh. So much happening. Okay, so the back of it says think inside the box, and it looks like there's a few bookmarks. So there's 3 bookmarks in it, and the back says, I joined Aardvark Book Club, and all I got was this lousy bookmark. Which actually, I'm kind of obsessed with that. That's really funny. And it looks like there is a little mailer that has the Aardvark collection for February. So it's all the books that they chose along with. And then, so the back of it has a little social media challenge, which I missed because it's no longer applicable. But it gives you prompts. And if you stack up the books that match the prompts and then post about it and tag them on social media, you can win a free book credit, which is really cute. I'm kind of bummed I missed that. That could have been fun. The first book in here is Flirting with Disaster. This one I actually do already own in paperback, and I've been wanting to read it, so maybe I'll just have to do a bit of a giveaway with one of my extra copies. Something I also thought was really cute about this book club though is that they kind of similarly to Book of the Month, because it is kind of very similar, is they put a little aardvark symbol in the corner of their books, and I love that. I feel like it's very simple, and I like that they don't have a big design on the edge of the book that makes it look incredibly different. This one is Perfect Fit. I have not heard of this one, but I like the cover. Immediately I noticed on her laptop screen there's a little heart on the back. That's adorable. Our female main character spent her entire life building a fashion brand in Austin, Texas. And she ends up hiring a new consultant who is the twin brother of her ex-best friend. It seems like it's a little bit of a second chance romance because apparently they kissed 10 years ago, so I'm intrigued, I'm excited, I'm looking forward to reading this. The last book they sent me is The Truth According to Ember, and I feel like I've heard about this, but I don't know what it's about, so let's open it up. So it's a rom-com where a female main character lies in order to get her new job, specifically hiding parts of her identity, but then when she gets to her job, finds a guy that she's really into, but they're caught in a compromising position on a work trip, which gets her in a lot of trouble and starts unraveling some of her lies, and she is a bit of a liar. The premise of this sounds very interesting. I'm so excited to read all of these. Thank you so much Aardvark Book Club for sending me these books. I'm really looking forward to them, and I think you guys did such a good job choosing books for me. These look fantastic, and I'm genuinely very excited. I do believe they have like a discount code where you can get your first box like $4 or $5. If I can remember that, it's in the description. If I can't remember that, or if I can't find it, then we didn't talk about this, and I apologize. All in all, those are all the books I had to share with you today. I don't even know how many there are. 17. There are 17 books. So all in all, those are the 17 books I'm hauling in today's video. And now if you excuse me, I guess I'm going to have to try to wiggle these all into my shelves. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all this sort of stuff. I try to post videos at least once a week, if not more. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I really hope I see you next week, okay? Bye!